That means it's time for football at Lumen Field.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll fire deep for Rager. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this the extra point try forthcoming. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Fitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff as they run left side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The point after is good, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. 52's the mic right here on left, right? 52's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. On mic, 52.
Now Tua. Complete. Richardson has it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tua on 4th down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the 35 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now Lawrence.
Looking deep downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you, but that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for Philly.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Lawrence. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Eagles 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jalen Reagor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a throw here to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Again, it's Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hands it off out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago. He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead, and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. He finds his man complete. It's Richardson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Tua. That's going to be caught by Richardson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Jordan Brooks
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And Walker has it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 49. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Two are going to try and throw for it.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 21.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the victory here